should I believe for thugging on the question? Get G's running from enemies. Ever since the day of a seed, I'm under pressure. Stress had me drinking, thinking. Cause after me, much too paranoid to blink. Wonder why the police don't want to see me stacking G's. They after a player, but I won't let them capture me. I gotta thank the Lord for the weed and the nicotine. I can't sleep, close my eyes and see wicked things. I keep my pistol by my bedside, one in the chamber, preoccupied with homicide. My life's in danger, rolling down the 45. Beware strangers, hands on my 45. That's what the fame does. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna start it. You know the old intro. I'm gonna make this one real short, real sweet. So I was having a conversation with Carrie about a question that, you know, a post that she put up on YouTube. And I'm not gonna give too much here because I told her we could do a live about it. But I'll be damned if I didn't see it happen today. If I did not see it happen. So I was in Walmart buying a vacuum cleaner. And this couple was, where was this at? Like, I don't know what this aisle would be called, but you know where they got like the bathroom stuff and, you know, that stuff. And the man was like, "Hey, no, let's get one of these. You know, what's the hell you call that thing? That little rack you hang from the shower behind the shower head." So the lady was like, "No, I don't like that." And he was like, "Yeah, but you know, I like this. Remember, I had one before, and I like to put the soap and my body wash and stuff there." And she said, "No, I don't know. We're not getting that. No." So he went to pick it up, and I'll be damned. This is what she said. Now, I'm looking. There's a wedding ring on each one of their fingers. So it's safe to assume they're married. She said, "It's my effing house." He said, "No, it's our house." She said, "No, you moved into my effing house." I said, I'll be damned. Me and Carrie just had this conversation. Not even, Carrie's right there, not even 24 hours ago. Just had this conversation, and it's playing out right there. So he put the little shower rack back, and then she started walking, and he followed behind her. And I looked at him, and he looked at me. I just nodded my head like, "What's up?" He shook his head, you know, like, you know, when people shake their head no, like, damn. I'm not going to give too much of the conversation here, but I said this last night when me and Carrie was talking about the same. I'm talking about, it's crazy, not even 24 hours ago we were talking about this, and boom. I stand on, and I will always stand on this premise, this foundation. Men always have a way of resetting yourself, because when a situation is over, right? 9 times out of 10, the man's gonna walk out with probably his clothes, you know, a handful of electronics, his car, you know, but he's not gonna leave with enough to get his life back on track. He's gonna have to get his life back on track with little to no help. I'm talking about little to no help. If you put your life in the hands of somebody else while you're trying to, you know, while you're hitting that reset button, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get screwed. You're gonna get the ass end of the stick. You're gonna get kicked in your ass. And A, that's how it goes. I only know one female ever in life. No, I'm lying. Probably 2 or 3, maybe 2 or 3. But that have left situations. Man, Arizona police got everybody on the corner right now, handcuffed up. Oh, it's an accident, and he in handcuffs. Okay, so obviously he did all the wrong. But you know, when I say this because me and Carrie is talking about difference between men and women, males and females. Every man that I know, man, not males, man, every man that I know who has had to go hit that reset button has gotten little to no help. And you know, if anybody knows my videos, I've said it before. A man standing on the corner, you know, crying tears. A woman standing on the corner on the opposite corner crying tears. Society will go up to her and be like, "What's wrong? Hey, can we help you?" Blah blah blah. This, that, and the third. Then they'll go to that man, and that man could say he's crying for the exact same reasons that woman's crying, and they'll tell him, "Man to F up, man up." You know, nobody has a problem with a man sleeping in a car. Man sleeping on a couch. Nobody ever has that problem. That must be that was a car. It must be a bad accident. Everybody named Mother. Oh, that's down there. Yeah, nobody ever has a problem with a man sleeping on right here by the Brakes Plus on everything I love. I'm coming around the Brakes Plus one day, and there's a man with all his stuff in the car, and he's sleeping outside on the concrete. And I know, I'm looking at his car. He got all his stuff, tags up to date and everything. He don't look homeless. It's situations like that. Nobody will ever say, "Man, that man shouldn't be sleeping outside. He shouldn't be sleeping in his car." But let a woman leave the house and drag all, you know, and she dragged the kids, you know, whatever the case is, and she's sleeping in the car, that man will be crucified. Oh no, how could you do that to her? This, that, and the third. The reset of a man, and I know somebody's gonna watch this video, probably cuss me out. I get it, you know. F you, TruthTeller, I hope you die. I know, me too. But the reality is a man hitting the reset button is way worse than a woman hitting the reset button. Because a woman has resources that a man can never get his hands on. Never. 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 All she got to do is go. And I'm not saying all, because I don't know all the women on planet Earth. But I would think that, you know, I'm dealing with intelligent people too. I'd never have to say all. But a woman can just go and just say what it is. Or she can make up a story. Yeah, that nigga left. You know, worthless, such and such and this and that. That's why, you know, I told him he could have it all. I can't deal with it. You don't even know the truth. And somebody will make sure she got a loaf of bread on the table, you know, a can of vegetables. They'll make sure she has what she needs to keep on going. Right? I'm gonna tell you how real it is. For everybody who know I just moved back to the West Coast, I can name the people off the top of my head right now who offered to help me. Right? But I'm surrounded with a whole bunch of, yo, I love you, my nigga. I love you, my nigga. Yo, you know, family. This, that, and the third. Yo, ride a gang for life. I can reach out to them same people and say, can you send me $1.25 for a loaf of bread? And you will hear nothing but crickets and rats pissing on cotton. Can somebody please? Wait, hold on. How in the world? Wait. Let me pull over for a second. What in the hell? Hold on 1 second. How does Nick Taylor not have a wrench? I apologize, Nick. Okay, now that he got his wrench, somebody kick Nick Taylor out of here. Oh, kick him out. Time him out all day long. He's a bully. I used to be scared of him. I'm not scared of him no more. But yeah, you know, when it comes to stuff like that, you know, and like I said, me and Carrie was talking about no less than 24 hours ago. When you decide that, you know, hey, we're gonna make this adjustment and we're gonna make this move, we're gonna do this and do that. Listen, you better make that move by yourself, or you better be able to make that move by yourself, because it's nothing like Carrie flat time Nick out forever. Hit that button until it breaks. But when you know, this is to men, because I can't tell women what to do because I'm not a woman. But this is to men. If you're gonna put your hopes and faith in somebody, put your hope and faith in somebody who is sane, in their right mind, who really has your best interest at hand, or be able to know if that person, you know, pump fake on you, you able to, you know, to bounce back immediately. Because there's nothing like, you know, you living on the hopes and dreams of somebody else, and then boom, something goes, you know, left, and you left to figure it out. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. And then once that happens to you, you start scratching people off the list. Scratch them off. It is what it is. They die, you should not care. If they drop dead, you should not care. Simple as that. Leave them there and just, hey, disregard their well-being because they disregarded yours. But like I said, me and Carrie are supposed to be doing a live on this. You know, I'm not gonna come in here and, you know, and give a whole bunch of that truth teller energy. I'm gonna save it for her, and on her channel, let her, you know, let her get it. But I just wanted to say that, man, you know, it's hard out here. It's hard out here. And it's even harder when you know that, listen, I'm going to tell y'all a story. Once upon a time, right, I probably was in middle school. Probably middle school, probably 7th grade, junior high school, 7th grade. I watched this man walk around, adults, crying out for help. Crying out for help. And everybody just looked at this man like he was crazy. They called him weak. They called him everything in a book. One day, where was I going? I think I was going was I going to Brooklyn? Yeah, going to Brooklyn. I go walk up to the 2 train. So the 2 train. No, because I was, no, you know what? Correct me. I mean, pardon me. I'm going to 3rd Avenue to get on the 2 train. I wasn't going to Prosper. We're going to 3rd Avenue, get on the 2 train. Yeah, 2 train. And they had the platform closed. People standing down there, yellow tape. You can't go through. That same man who was asking for help, crying out for help, begging and pleading people for help, and nobody took him serious. Now, remember, this is a community full of black women. There was a lot of black men running around there. This man cried, begged, and pleaded for help. I don't know what it was in regards to. But I guess he's figured this is the easier way out for me. Man jumped in front of the 2 train. Jumped right in front of the 2 train. And you know what happened after he jumped in front of the 2 train? You know what a whole bunch of people said? Man, why didn't he come? Why didn't he this? Why didn't he that? And all I could think is, I remember seeing this man, and it wasn't like help, like I need money. I think if I'm not mistaken, this guy was like going through something, and he needed somebody just to talk him, you know, I'm gonna say literally, talk him off that ledge. He didn't jump off of a building ledge, but he should have jumped off that train platform. He just needed somebody to talk to, and every single person he stopped didn't have time to talk to him. That's crazy. That's why I always say this. When people say, I have females say, "Oh, it's hard out here being a woman." Yeah, that's great, but you got y'all got one thing between y'all legs that can get y'all into many doors. Men can't, unless you're willing to compromise all of what you find to be attractive. It's kind of hard out here for men. It's kind of hard. And then when you got men trying to be and stay sane men, you're dealing with a society of people who will do everything in their power to not help you. I'm not saying everybody in society. I don't know everybody in society, but the same people you would help out and you would, you bend over backwards, do things for. There's a lot of those people when you say, "Hey, I need help," they'll give you every excuse in the world. Every excuse in the world. Not knowing that little bit of help that they're asking you for could be a situation between life and death. You don't never know. And it's crazy that when men go through something, when we go through something, and I say men don't have this. A man doesn't think and jump out the window with feelings and emotions, but let us go through something. I've been down to the courthouses and I've seen men sitting outside crying tears because their child is leaving with the mother and ain't nothing that the court's gonna do for them. I've seen stories of men who take their babies down to safe haven spots to get, to drop them off, and they get arrested, but not women. There's stories of men standing in front of abortion clinics, begging women to not go get the baby aborted. I don't see nobody out there rallying on that man's behalf. I talk to men every other day, if not every day. I talk to a man going through something. And I ask them, what can I do to help you? You know what they all, I promise you, this is the general thing I hear. Man, just being able to talk about it helps. Because it's nothing like looking over your shoulder to your left or your right, or you see a smiling face across the street, somebody who's willing to help you, somebody who's willing to talk to you. That's why I'll stop and talk to, I'll see a man with his head down. I don't know if he's crazy, if it's the drugs, or, he just going, I'll always stop and talk to him. Because we as men, and if there's any men in here, Nick Taylor, Simply Deep, I see all of y'all. All the men in here can tell you, sometimes it's nothing, there's nothing like being able to talk to somebody else who you just want to get your problem, get it off your chest, and that they're not going to go gossip about it or use it as a weakness against you later on during the argument. Nothing like it. So imagine me, I'm going through something and I reach out and say, "Hey, I need to talk. I need to talk to you. Can I just talk to you? I just talk to you." Right? Now, take that same need and put it on somebody or in somebody who's eating out the trash can, sitting on the curb with their head down crying because the life they live on a daily basis is too much for them. To hell with a problem. The life they live on a daily basis. Trying to figure out where their meal is coming from. Don't know where they're getting clean drinking water from. Feet hurt because they walk around with shoes with holes in it. Body don't feel right because they ain't cleaning themselves. Because they ain't no way to clean. We all can't be Keep It Techie. Keep It Techie's a paper chaser. He got the block on fire and he remains a G. He don't got no worries. But the rest of us out here, we got worries. And how the hell this? I don't see how. All right, I just gave Keep It Techie a wrench. I don't see why all these wrenches is going, but now that Keep It Techie got a wrench, time him out too. You know, it's hold on. Simply Deep said, you seem like that type of dude that was not easily persuaded into doing something spontaneous, especially in younger days. Correct me if I'm wrong. Simply Deep. Yeah, I jumped off the top of houses because somebody said I give you a quarter to do it. Listen, I just needed a reason. The sky's blue and water's wet, and I did it. Keep It Techie's not a no limit soldier. He is the no limit soldier. But yeah, like I said, take what you're going through on today. Just take what you're going through today. Men, take what you're going through today, and just in that, look at all of that problem, and then look at somebody eating out of a trash can, and give him that problem. Sometimes people really just do need a talk, right? So, men, all I can tell you is, don't put your all. I'm not saying don't put your all. Don't. Damn, it sounds like I'm beating women down. I'm not beating women down, because there are some women out here who, you know, they really will bring you in, knowing that they see that you got your stuff together, and will really make, you know, theirs, you know, their solo. They'll make it into a team. You know, there's some women out here who really happy to give you a key to the house. Because they're like, damn, this nigga got a job, he got a car, he got this, he got that, you know, he could bring this, he could bring that. You know what? Here we go. Here we go. You don't even have to ask. They beat you to the punch. Here, you know, hey. You could go to them. Hey, can I ask you a question? You could be talking about just Albert and Costello. Can I ask you a question? Oh, here go the key right here. You know, because they recognize it. They see it. They see it. But for the most part, men, and this is not beating women down, because this is not that conversation. Men, make sure you have a means to take care of yourself if something goes left. Because you do not want to be out here in a car, sleeping in your car with all your clothes in the back. Because no matter where you try to find, you know, as a man, if you're sleeping in the car with all your stuff in the back in the parking lot, police is coming for you. Somebody's going to say something, and you're going to have to explain yourself 50 billion times before you can get yourself in a situation where you have a daughter lock. People will hurdle you sleeping in the car to find out why that woman is sleeping in the car. You know, listen, I'm not saying do not go out here and find you a good woman. Do not go out here and start building. No, what I'm saying is, even in that process, make sure you have something put away to the side, because if those special words ever come out that no man wants to hear in the middle of the day, after some type of disagreement or misunderstanding, you know, get that F out. You don't want that conversation to be, no, you don't want that in front of your face, and then you looking like, if I get out, where am I going to go? You want to make sure you're able to stand on your own 2 feet. You don't ever want to put yourself in a situation where you got to start calling people in the middle of the night, you know, asking, you know, every Tom, Dick, Harry, Tyrone, hey, you think I can sleep on your couch? Or this, that, and the third. You don't want all your stuff in the back of your car while you sleeping in the bed of a cheap motel, you know, and then you can't even sleep good because you got to watch all your stuff because it's in the back of your car. Right? You don't want to get thrown out when you know, hell, I've seen situations where men get thrown out and can't even get the keys to the car. They call the cops, and the cops is like, ain't nothing, I can't make her give you those keys. I don't know who owns that car. That man can say that car's in my name, solely my name, registration, everything is in my name. There's nothing I could do. The cops is not going to go kick the door in. They'll say, ma'am, you know, listen, he got nowhere to go. Can he have the car? No. There you go. There you go. But let that be, like I said, I've seen with my own 2 eyes. If the situation is reversed, the police will pity you. They'll pity a man into giving that woman 30, 45 minutes to get everything she needs and wants. And men are so damn gullible. The first thing they say is, oh shit, she could come on in, get everything she wants. She's gonna walk out with half the shit that don't even belong to her. It has no need for her to even be there. Niggas, men, we get in the house. What's the first thing we do? She just puts you out. You taking DVDs, a pot. You know, I bought you that cup. Yo, man. All I can say is, man, when you start working, when you act, if you don't have it right now, just do it right now. If you with somebody, I'm not saying hide money, just put something to the side, because if it goes left, you want to be able to get you an apartment, even if it's just an air mattress in an apartment. You want to be able to get you something to where you can start taking care of yourself. Because when you start looking for help out here, all them same people who love you to death, all them same people who care about you to death, all them same people who can't live without you, all them same people who I love you, my niggas, they will not be there. 99.9% of them will not be there. I promise you. I promise you. They will not be there when that situation happens to you. And you know what's going to happen? Not only will you be homeless, and not only will you be stressed, you're going to be mad and aggravated because the same people who you did so much for, ain't none of them going to be there for you. None of them. None of them. None of them. They're not going to be there for you. Well, let me not say none. It's probably 1 in every 100 people you know will be there for you. It is not going to be what you think. Niggas love you to death until you got to go to their house. Yo, man, you know, I love you, you my brother. You know, you my brother. But, you know, there you go. There you go. I've seen men come home and the locks is changed on a home that has his name and her name on it. The locks are changed. And when he started tapping at that door, that woman called the police, and the police escorted that man off of his own property and told him, you got to get the sheriff. I said, what? That man was sitting there. You mean to tell me I can't go back in my house? I can't get my stuff out of my house? And he coming from work and all his stuff is gone. Not gone, the locks has changed. He can't even go inside and get clothes. I know a guy who worked as a correctional officer who went home after an argument with his old lady. I was listening to the conversation, and he's arguing with her about her not, working. She's laying around the house not cooking. When he came home, when he went home, all his correctional officer uniforms had bleach all over them. Bleach. And she called the cops. Said that he threatened her. And she's scared for her life. You know how embarrassing that is for that man to have to go to work to tell his CO, his boss? He have to tell his boss, hey, look, I got to get some more uniforms because all my, who wants to explain that situation? It's a sad thing. And Ms. Naya, I'm glad you said your son can hear this conversation. I don't know how old he is, but right now, I don't care if he's 10. If you got $1, put 50 cents aside. You got 50 cents, put a quarter aside. Put something aside to start creating a nest egg, because you never want to have to depend on somebody. Because when the failure will hurt you more than you failing yourself. 31. Okay, well, there you go. I'm going to say this loud and clear. I don't know his name. I'm 42. So when I say young man, I'm not disrespecting. Right now, I don't know if you're with somebody, you're not with somebody, you live in a single life, whatever. If you're single and, take care of your responsibilities, but start putting something to the side, right? Look at the typical apartment right now, right? Look at what I'm talking about. If worst case scenario, you got to get an apartment in a neighborhood you don't want to live in, but you could get an apartment. Figure out first and last month's rent. Figure out utilities. Figure out all this stuff and make sure you have that sitting to the side. And then add on to that. Because when you're dealing with somebody and a woman and a female and it goes left and she tell you get the F out, you can leave with your head high knowing you got the means to take care of yourself. Even if you got to put yourself in a hotel or a motel for a week, you got the means to make sure you don't fall on your ass out here. Because I'm telling you, I've seen it. It's nothing like sleeping in a car and then you got to go to work. You got to find somewhere to go shower. You're going to have to eat. It's all those stresses. All those stresses. All of those stresses that you have to go through on a daily basis, just as a human being. And now you got the stresses of now you got to go hit the reset button. Now you're forced to hit the reset button. It ain't like y'all came to a mutual understanding. Y'all going no. It's a get the F out situation. And good and well, get the F out means go. If you lucky, she'll let you take your clothes. But 9 times out of 10 gonna be one of those. Always make sure your reset button is on top of a good nest egg to where you can fall lightly. You can fall and it breaks your fall. You can get up and then continue to live your life. I see it happen too many times. And when you living in somebody's house, married and all, because I'm pretty sure that guy in Walmart, like I said, they're married, but I bet you he walk around eggshells in that house. I bet you he still have to ask to do things around that house. I bet you the only thing that says him in that house is a picture of him with her in it. He probably got the least side of the closet. There's a closet to share. He don't got all the room. I'm pretty sure nothing in that house says him. Because that conversation over a shower rack. No, it's my effing house. There we go. Yeah. Yep. Before gyms, before people had gym memberships, yeah, I'm pretty sure people was going to gas stations washing up in gas station bathrooms. Going to work earlier than everybody else to see if they could wash their private area and their underarms and their face and stuff in the bathroom. And when I tell you this, men, listen to me. The same woman who told you get the F out, or the same woman who threw you out, guess what? When all your clothes is in bags, you got to go to work the next day, she don't care about you going to work with iron clothes. She don't care about you going to work looking presentable. She's so mad at you, she wants you to be fired. She wants your life destroyed. No. Men, please, 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 if you don't listen to nothing I say, after y'all tell me to kill myself, not a problem, I will. But I want to advise y'all, be able to create a situation to where you can sustain yourself, right? There's jobs out here that give you company vehicles. Shoot for that. Shoot for that. Hell, there's jobs out here who say it's so much traveling, 95% of your job is traveling. Shoot for that. At least you know you're going to be in a hotel room. At least you know you're going to have a shower. At least you know you'll have a rental car or means of transportation back and forth to work. You'll have means, and they'll give you money to feed yourself. There's means to do it. Always think about these things, or think about these avenues. Always think about these avenues. Don't be out here, and Kerry beat me to the phrase, don't be out here a victim of being thrown on your ass. Don't be out here like that. Don't do it. Trust me, I've seen women tell men, I don't want you doing this, I don't want you doing that, and he'll stop doing it. Don't talk to this person, don't do that, and don't do it, and they just stop doing it. And then when shit go left, remember, you done cut everybody off, you done stop doing the things you like to do, you done did all this stuff, right? And it's going to be hard to go back to these people after you told them you can't rock with them no more. So now you got to hit the reset button again by yourself. When you start working, Miss Naya TV, if your son is still listening, listen, son, when you start working, just put that little bit to the side. Just put it to the side. And this situation also is for if you living at home and listen, people die. People die. And I hate to say this, we as black people don't leave nothing. We don't leave nothing but bills. I'm sorry, bills. Don't put yourself in a situation where, it ain't at the hands of a female, but it's at the hands of reality, life, where you forced to hit that reset button because life is real. In my field of work, if I was thrown out on my ass and I had nothing, no way to take care of myself, I'm going to go on my phone, call one of these jobs, and I'm going to say, I'll come work for you. I know I travel 95% of the time is traveling. I'll be in hotels, not a problem. I want to come work for you. This is what I make. I can't pay you that, not a problem. Whatever you can pay me, I'll take it. Because at least I have a hotel, a rental, and food, and a stipend for food. Even if they say, all right, it's only Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, you go back home. And instead of you dealing with every day on the street, at least you're dealing with the weekend, sleeping in the car. You can go get your little cheap motel room every weekend for $50 a night. Just create a path or situation. Please, black men, please create a situation to where you don't have to be out here with your head down trying to figure out what you're gonna do. Don't fall victim to that. Because when you out here, when you sitting on that curb and you trying to think of how you gonna get yourself out of that situation, guess what? You start thinking some of the craziest things. There's people in jail right now who just didn't want to be homeless. There's people in jail right now because they were thrown out of a house and they was like, yo, I can't believe I put all my time and effort into this and blah, 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 blah. And somebody just walking down the street. And they say, excuse me, brother, hey, you dropped it. What the F you said? And all hell break loose. And now this man's freedom is compromised all because of what happened to him. This brother walking down the street ain't had nothing to do with nothing. The littlest stress. Remember the snowball effect. You start the snowball top of the hill. You roll it down. By the time you get down to the bottom of the hill, it's a big ass fucking stuff. That's how a problem can start. The littlest problem can roll down, become a big problem. But you got to remember this too. The people who put you in them situations to where you got, listen, if your mother or your father kicks the bucket, ain't nothing you can do. But if people like knowing that they have your life in their hand and they put you in an effed up situation and they say, F it. Once you have to understand this too. Those people have to become dead to you. Because if you'll do it once, you'll do it again, right? Because black man, let me tell you this. When you mess up, nobody forgives you for nothing that you've done. What they say, I'll forgive, but I don't forget. That means you're not going to forgive me. Because if you're going to never forget it, I'm going to always be reminded of it. So that means you never forgive me. So there's no way in the world you can go back and sleep on in that person's house, because they could roll over in the middle of the night. You know what? Get the fuck out. What? Get out. What I do? I remember what you did. Don't forget what you did. And then here you go again. The hangers ain't even finished hanging, shaking with your clothes on it. And now you got to get all your shit back out of there. And that person's going to remember when they threw you out that first time. You know what they're going to remember? I got this nigga. Yeah, right. Let him even blink wrong. I remember how the last situation turned out. I'm going to do it again. So any man within earshot of this, like I said, this is not a F black woman, beat black woman. That this is not one of them conversations. This is a understand your role out here and understand nobody's going to take care of you better than you. When I tell you, you might go find you a place that's out in the ghetto. The bathroom door don't close. You know, the cabinet doors is hanging off the hinge. All of that. But I promise you, you'll have more peace in a situation like that you have control over than a situation where it's a big old mansion, 50 cars, but you have no control over anything inside that house. So, let me go back, because Simply Deep asked a question, hypothetical question for old time's sakes. How to respond to getting enticed into something naughty by your lady alone in an area other than your house? Well, I'm gonna say this, Simply Deep. If you driving in the car and your old lady starts rubbing on your private area, listen, man, go find a duck off spot and do what you do best. Simple as that. And if it's time to get it on, you know, you better make it you better hurry up, pull up behind like a supermarket or something, like a Walmart or something. With, you know, just figure it out. Hell, pull into an apartment complex parking lot and, you know, 1-2 it out, you know. But listen, fellas, if I can offer you any advice, you know, and like I said, out here is hard. It is hard. Carrie, yeah, listen, in New York City, you know how many people lost their virginity on rooftops? Ain't nobody going up to the top of a building. It is what it is. Hey, I'm the victim, right? But listen, I know how hard it is when you out here trying to figure it out. And you know, I'm 42. I'm not the oldest man in the world, but I know how it is when you looking for people to, you know, help you out here. And you like, damn, I wish I had another man who knows what it's like. Because sometimes little advice is the best thing somebody can give you. Just simple advice. Simple advice. Because bad enough, we as black men, we as men, we already trained not to even trust each other. You know, we're so messed up that a man will see another man eating out the trash, and we'll walk past him like, look at this nigga here, this bum. Not thinking for a second, oh, that could have been you. That was almost you multiple times. I know men who have slept in their car to give the woman that they're with every dollar they have. I know situations like, I've seen situations like that. I used to have a friend he went to visit his mother. His woman got mad. He went to visit his mother. She When he got back, the locks was changed. All his clothes, everything he owned was thrown in the trash. The garbage man came and picked it up. And then she went on a tirade telling everybody he was a child molester. You know what he did? Because he said, I can't go back to sleeping on my mother's couch. He went back to her. He went right back to her. Oh, that's all because he didn't create a situation to where he doesn't need to compromise himself because he needs somewhere to sleep. I'm talking about this woman called me and told me he was a child molester. I don't believe that. I didn't believe it for two reasons. One, I known him since I was a little boy. And two, I know he's not that because you're mad. Because he got on a Greyhound bus to visit his mother. I know. I've seen the extremes that people will go through to make sure not only they won't help you, but they're going to try to make sure nobody helps you. So we as men, we got to be out here helping each other out. We have to. And I'll tell you this, while you out here doing the good, men, let me tell you, while you out here trying to do some good, understand this. There's a whole bunch of people who are going to remind you or do everything in their power to try to stop you from being a good person. I don't care who that person is. You keep on being good. Yo, tell them to kick rocks, skedaddle, do whatever. You can just go over there to the left. I'm over here doing right. I'm out here doing good. I'm out here doing, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. There's people out here, they'll see you put your hand out to help a man stand up off the curb. He's sitting on the curb with his head down. You will stop to help them. And there's people who will stop you, who will try their best to stop you from helping that person. There's people out here who's like that. You could be fixing a plate and saying, I'm going to go give it to, Tony over here because he out here hungry and he on the curb. What you feeding him for? He gonna get a job. Would you want somebody to tell you that if you out here sitting on the curb, hungry, starving, confused, trying to figure out life? No, hell no. You want some help. But it's easy for people to forget that because they don't keep themselves rooted. I keep myself grounded. I keep myself rooted. I know that any given moment, that could be me. If that was me, I don't want somebody walking past me calling me a bum or telling me, yo, go get a job at McDonald's. Listen, I know what I need to do. Life is hard. Not every man out here walking these streets eating out the trash with his head down is a crackhead. Not every single one of them is a drug addict. Not every single one of them is crazy. There's some out here who really fell victim to it. I've talked to men, multiple men, countless. They'll see me and I'll walk by. Hey man, hey, listen, I don't want no money. You think you can just help me out with some food? I said, you want some eat in here? Yeah, please, man. Oh, come on. Let's go sit down. I'll sit down with you. I don't eat this, I don't say it out loud, but I don't eat this crap. But to give you a feeling of being a man, a human, for at least 30 minutes, let's sit down and eat this together. Hey, what's your story, man? I moved out here with this female and, threw me out. You'll be surprised. And they'll be like, damn, how long you been out here on the streets? Man, almost a year. Because some of these men, they got too much pride to even call back home to say, yeah, I know I told all of y'all F y'all, and I told all of y'all to kiss my ass for this female, but she threw me out. Can I come back home? There's people out here like they just have too much pride. So if I can sit down with these people and just eat with them, and I hear people say, why don't you record it? Because I'm not into exploiting people's situations. I'm not. And if I ask that man, can I record your situation and put it on YouTube? I want to have enough money where I say, bro, here, let me put you in a hotel at least for 2 weeks. so you can start figuring some of this out. But I'm not into exploiting people. Bad enough he don't feel like a man as is. Why the hell would I exploit him, right? So come on, let's go eat this hamburger together. I don't like this shit, but come on, let's go eat this hamburger together. Like, come on, let's sit down right here. What's going on with you? Since I've been back in Arizona, on everything I love, there was a guy walking down the street saying he was going to a job interview at the supermarket right here. And I said, yo, and I see in his face, that's why I stopped and talked to him. I was like, when you got your interview? He was like, man, in about 2 hours. And I look at him like, yo, I said, you gonna get ready? Yo, it's all the clothes I got. You know, I'm sleeping in the car. And I took this and said, here, we look about the same size. Go ahead and get in the shower. I'm gonna give you an outfit to go wear so you can wear, you know, you can look good for your interview. That man's still working in the supermarket currently, right now. I ain't been back here too long ago. He's still working in the supermarket. Every time I see him, save my life. I didn't save your life, brother. You saved my life, because you don't understand. By you coming in contact with me, with your situation, it helps keep me sane. It helps me to not forget what can happen. I didn't come from that, but it helps me understand that I can be there. I can be there at any moment. The man said, yo, when I get my first check, yo, I promise you, man, I'm gonna look out. I said, yo, you know what? When you get your first check, I want you to do this for me. I said, I want you to go find somebody who just walk in the streets and go sit down and have a meal with them. No, man, I gotta look out for you. No. I want you to look out for somebody out in these streets. Somebody who out here messed up. Because I told him, the same way I saw you with your head down, guess what? You're going to see somebody else with their head down. And you know what I want you to do? While they got their head down, I want you to help them lift their head up. Not, even if it's for 5 minutes, help them lift their head up. Because within that 5 minutes of their head being up, a little bit of pride in them, guess what might happen? They might keep their head up. They might hold on to that pride. They might love that feeling so much that they refuse to let it go. And that's the beginning of them getting back on track. When that man took that shower and I gave him them clothes, guess what I told him? I'm going to walk over there with you. The whole time we walking over there, I told him, yo, you got it. Don't worry about this. You got it. You this, you know, yo, hey. I said, you going to get the job and I'm going to come in and use your discount. And we joking and laughing, but I'm letting him know, ain't no ifs, ain't no possibles, no, you gonna get this job. You gonna get it. I told him, when you get that job, bro, they got this apartment complex over there, and this, that, and the third, and yo, bro, it's month to month, and you good. I'm letting him know, once you get, there's no, man, if no, you gonna get it, and you, this is you. Man, how can I ever pay you back? Don't pay me back. Pay it forward. Don't ever pay me back. No, don't go back. You keep paying it forward. Because if you keep paying it forward, guess what? If I'm ever messed up in life, you'll come across me again. If you still work in the supermarket, do me a favor, man. Just throw me a pack of turkey, man, a pack of cheese. You know, a couple rolls. Get me straight. Get me straight. If you see me with my head held down, help me pick my head up. So I can get back on track. Keep me on track so I don't ever take you back off track, and vice versa. So like I said, men, I know it's people out here who need help. I know it's people out here. You could be talking to a woman all day long. It could be your mother, like Miss Naya TV. It could be Carrie. It could be anybody. But sometimes it's nothing like hearing it from another man that's telling you, yo, I've been there before. A man eating out the trash, he can talk to me about being humble. Because you got to have a humble mind and heart to eat out of a trash can in front of people. That's the man I want to talk to. I don't want to talk to the nigga who just, who's living like, I want to talk to him. He's going to keep me humble. He's going to remind me why I shouldn't be out here effing up. He's going to remind me why I need to be out here doing right. Because that is something to put your pride aside and dig in the trash can for food because you are hungry. That's the kind of people I love coming in contact with. I'll never exploit them, and I will always, if that man say I'm too dirty to go into the store and sit down and have a burger. No, you're not. Here go the money. Can you buy me a burger? You are a paying customer, and if they throw you out, they throw me out. Guess what? We'll go sit on the curb together and eat hamburgers, but we will sit on the curb and eat a hamburger together with our head held high. We're going to sit down in a poverty-stricken disposition. We're going to sit down as two men coming together, building. That's what we're going to do. 100%. So any man out there in this chat, listen, the email is TruthTeller410@gmail.com. I'm not selling you nothing. I don't ask for no donations. I don't want nothing. If you need help, Miss Naya TV, if your son needs somebody to talk to, I don't care what his situation is, father-wise, best friend-wise, brother-wise, whatever. Sometimes you need an outside person to really tell you how it is. Miss Naya, if he needs any help or any advice or just to talk, TruthTeller410@gmail.com. Anybody else out there, TruthTeller410@gmail.com. I'm not selling you nothing. I'm not trying to be no mentor. I'm not trying to be no guru, none of that. I just don't want to see anybody out here falling victim to anything that will have you as a man with your head held low, with your pride hurt, tears coming out your eyes, because life is too damn stressful. Life is already too stressful. You don't need things being added on. Like I said, sometimes you need somebody to just come up to you, right? Sit down, look at you, and say, here's my shoulder. You got it. There you go right there. Sometimes you need somebody just to do that. That's what we all need as people. We all need that. And you need to know that somebody out here really care about you and don't want nothing in return outside of, listen, just be there for me. And if they can't be there for you like you there for them, understand this, they have no place in your life. Go. Kick rocks. Because today is the day. Any man who's listening, today is the day when you're going to be able to hold your head up high and you're going to start building a better path for you. So when push comes to shove, if I ever have to go back that same path I ever walked before to go get somebody trying to find their way, I'll do it comfortably because I already walked that road. I already walked that path. I will have no problem going back and helping somebody like Miss Naya's son and saying, well, come on. Hey, don't be scared, bro. I done walked this path so many times. You got it. Come on, just stay with me. Or even if it's somebody like whoever, Nick Taylor, he's older than me. But if we ever get to that path and he'd be like, damn, Truth, I don't know. Bro, I got it. I walked this path before. Come on, just follow me. Nick Taylor already know. I give him hell, but I ain't never going to let him down. I'll give him some hell when I get him across the path. But walking that path, I got him. I'll save the hell until we see the blue sky and the sun shining bright. Then I'll go back to giving you some hell. That's right. That's right. Sometimes the people that you're closest to are your enablers. They will enable all the same wicked, nasty shit. Lord have mercy. I have people who I tell in my family don't do something and they turn around and do exactly what I told them not to do because they're messy people like that. And so I got to cut them off. I cut my mother off because she was a messy person. Exactly. That same family member I told not to do something who did it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I know you said don't do this, but No, there's no but. When I tell you don't do something, don't do it. Simple as that. Like I said, you surround yourself with people. Even I could tell you one of the greatest things about YouTube. This is my favorite thing about YouTube. The people I met. There's people who I've never been in a room with, who I consider family. Right now in this chat, there you go right there. Look, I ain't got to say no more. Misanthropic One. I don't talk to him all the time, but let Misanthropic One call me and say, bro, listen, I need help. I'm not going to ask him what happened. I'm not going to ask him who happened. None of that. It's none of my business. I care about his well-being. I'm going to say, I'll help you. And then I'm going to try to get in contact with his mother so she could cut his ass with a extension cord and hopefully get it on video so I can laugh at it. But he's still my brother. Nick Taylor. And no, I've never been in a room with Nick Taylor or Sly. Never. Not one time ever. Only time we seen each other was on YouTube. Those is my brothers. If I'm walking down the street and Misanthropic One jump out of a car, yo, these niggas is on me. No, they on us. Now, if he jump out the car, yo, my mom's just gonna kill me. I'm gonna hold him down, tell her to come on. I'm gonna make sure she tears his ass up. And then when the cops is called, I'm gonna say he hit her first. Look, Keep It Techie done been in my house and stole everything out my house. I still love Keep It Techie. I don't know where half my stuff is till date. What I'm gonna do though? I know where he from. I know what he about. He got gold slugs in his mouth. I'm honored that Keep It Techie done clean my house out. And it's not just them. Like, I'm not saying it because the people there. Who else is in here? Old school Tony Carter. Yeah, same thing. If I'm walking down the street and yo, Truth niggas is on me. And that's my first time seeing him. No, they own us. But same thing. His mom's come out. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna hold him. I got him, ma. Oh, kill him. I'm about that life. But when it comes to seeing any one of y'all get y'all asses cut with an extension cord or a belt or a chancleta, listen, I'm not on your side. I will never take your side. I'll turn on you just as fast as I can. Just as fast as I can. I will pay to see Super Sly 75's father whoop his ass on camera. I'll pay money to see that. And I give his father extra. I say, hey, this is for your troubles. But on a serious note, we all need help from somebody on our way to being self-reliant. And when you get to that point of that you're self-reliant, you still gonna need somebody who doesn't have any interest in you becoming a self-sufficient man outside of wanting to see you be a self-sufficient man. That's where I fall in. It's somebody like me who'll go by your house, call you out the window, and say, hey, Misanthropic One. You come to the window, you ain't shit, but I'm proud of you, and just keep it moving. Anytime I deal with, I talk to Nick and Sly, they'll tell you, Nick is right here. Carrie will tell you, I throw them niggeros up under the bus every chance I get. I wake up in the morning and say, what's the worst thing I could do to one of these niggas right now to try to get them in trouble? Then when I come up with an idea, I throw that in the trash and then beat that idea. But they my brothers to the end. When I make those memes and I be sitting there putting Sly's head on the Michael Jackson body, Trust me, I know my day is coming. I know my day is coming. But let him or Nick call me and tell me, yo, I'm messed up. You think I could come and sleep on your couch? Could you? You're sleeping on my couch. I got an air mattress for you. Let's go. You know, it's like one of those, you know, hey, I can tease them, but if you say something about them, all hell's gonna break loose. We got that kind of situation. We got that kind. Yeah. Nick ain't shit, but he's my ain't shit. One of those. Oh man, but hey, like I said, man, y'all got my email. I'm not selling you nothing. I don't want nothing from you. I ain't trying to sell you. I ain't no guru. I ain't trying to, you know, sell you nothing. All I can say is black men, you know, men. I just want to see us out here in a situation to where we could put ourselves in conducive environments, and in return, once you put yourself in a conducive environment, then you can go back and help. You know, not go back and help the woman who threw you out, but you might see a woman out here trying to hit the reset button, and you might look at her, you know, eyes squinting like, yo, you know what? Now that I believe she gonna do me wrong. But then, you know, hey, all of them ain't like that, right? So then if you put yourself in a conducive environment, you can be able to help put that female in a conducive environment. Help get her straight. It's you know, everything that like let's take a fruit, give you the things you need, right? But it has to, the root has to come from be able to put your on the ground and you start that root, that tree you growing. Be able over here, just give it some time. That's it. Pardon my back. Good for you, Nick, Taylor. Good for you. The rest of y'all, you call me. You know, I don't care. It's been times when I needed somebody to talk to 1 o'clock in the morning, and I reached out to people. You know, hey, can you talk? Or can we talk? Hey, I need somebody to talk to. And niggas just go silent on me. I've been there. They don't even know if I could have been saying, hey, can we talk from the edge of a building, from the ledge of a building? People don't know. I could have been on the train track. So I know how it is. You just need somebody just to, you sometimes need somebody to just hear you out. Hey, I got this idea. And nah, my nigga, I don't think that's gonna work. Nah, beloved, I don't think that's gonna work. That's all you need. Some people don't need people just beating them down and all kind of stuff. But like I said, there's been times when I've reached out and I said, yo, this, that, and the third, and I'm going through this. Yo, can anybody talk? And niggas is silent. Silent. And all you get is a bunch of excuses the next day. Oh, you know, I'm sorry. I didn't answer the phone. I'm going through it. Yo, this, that, and all this. Yeah, now yo, I've had a friend one time who was so mad at his woman, he called me and cussed me out. Nigga cussed me out. But you know what I did as a man, sane man? You know what I did? I sat right there. Because at the end of the conversation, you know what he said? Yo, my fault, bro. That wasn't even for you. I told him, I'll take it, though. Because I know what you're going through, and I know why you're doing it. I'll take it. Because I'd rather you give it to me than you give it to somebody else who don't know what it's about, and the next thing you know, a life is lost. But like I said, what I'm TruthTeller410 at gmail.com. Anybody who needs just to, I'm sorry, let me cut the Wi-Fi off. Yeah, I'm gonna just tell you, look, don't send me nothing. Sly just gonna take it any old way. Or Carrie gonna just turn me upside down and shake it out of my pocket. And or Nick is gonna just be there when she do it. It ain't even worth it. It's gonna bully me out of it. I'm the victim. But yeah, so like I said, if anybody, like I said, you just reach out to me. I don't want nothing from anybody at all. Nothing. Nothing. I'm not doing I'm not doing none of this to later on get you to help me. I don't want nothing. I just want to make sure that you are able to take care of yourself. Hold yourself down. And if you ever want to do something for me, when you make it big and you making that speech, or you talking to your kids or your old lady or your old man, anything, just tell this story so I can live forever, and within those people who gonna bring up the stories later on in their life. That's all I want. Everything else I'll figure it out. I just want y'all to be, just if you want to pay me back, just say, I heard this, I heard that, and guess what? A guy named TruthTeller410 told it to me, and he said it just like this. And then tell them go spread it. That's it. But if if you ever get to the point you feel like your head's down, you don't know what the hell's going on, you got questions, and you're like, damn, I need an unbiased answer. And I don't want to tell this person, because all they're gonna do is just take everything I say and and gossip with it and this, that. Listen, TruthTeller410@gmail.com. I'll be happy to help you out. I'll be happy to give you any advice I can. I'll be happy to just to keep you on the right path, man, because it's hard out here when you're trying to get on, it's hard when you're trying to get on that path, but even worse, it's even harder when you're trying to stay on that path. You ever look at people run a race and they sitting there, they getting ready, and they getting ready, and they getting they getting their feet ready and their hands ready, getting ready for that takeoff is hard. But once you start running, keeping up at that pace, that's the hardest. That's hard. That's hard. And all I want to do is I want to become one of those people who sit there and tell you, when you, oh man, I can't do it. No, you can do it. You will do it. You will. Let's go. Let's go. I'm with you. Let's go. Well, go ahead, Truth. I don't want to slow you down. No. I'm going to slow down because we are going to finish this together. Because I know how it is for people to give up on me. I can tell you. I can tell you how it feels for people to give up on you. People have given up on me. I'm running around here. I could be running around here screaming peace, and people still will give up on me. So I know how it is to turn around, look around, like, damn, where the hell is this person at? I thought this person said that they was going to be there and they was going to help me out. I know how it go. So for the last time, y'all got the email address. Carrie, please put it, or anybody, please put it in the chat. It's TruthTeller410@gmail. Anything you want to talk about, I'll talk to you about it. And if I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, I'll do like I do with my girls. I'll go educate myself and come back to the conversation, and we'll talk about it again. We'll finish that conversation. But listen, y'all stay up. Y'all stay, y'all stay positive. If you believe in anything, a God, Allah, whoever, y'all stay blessed. Just keep it going and help out as many people as you can along the way. I know you can't help out everybody, but help out as many people as you can. Misanthropic One, I love you. I love that picture with the mother elder, your grandmother. I love that picture, man. I love that picture. I wish I would have told to you while you was there. I'd have told you, give her a big hug and a kiss from me. That woman is beautiful. That's a beautiful woman. That's the kind of woman who I'll be proud to hold her hand walking anywhere as she talked to me about anything. But like I said, everybody else, Yeah, man. Hey, your grandmother's a beautiful woman, man. I was looking at that and I was like, damn, look at that. Look at that. And we all not blessed to have our grandmothers. And Misanthropic, when I could tell y'all this, not saying it because he's my brother. I'm saying it's because his grandmother is a beautiful mother elder. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you look at that beautiful picture, then who you see messing it up? Misanthropic one, messing it up. But hey, I appreciate it. I don't want to just be an inspiration today. I want to be an inspiration every day. Every day, whether I come on this or I talk to, however I go, I just want to be an inspiration, right? If you just think about this conversation every day, every day, every day, I want to inspire you. I want to be an inspiration to you every day, right? I want to be an inspiration to somebody. I wish I can to everybody, but I would like to be an inspiration to somebody every day because we are all out here and we all need somebody. We all need somebody to either stand behind us or stand by us or be right there as we're walking with a smiling face, letting us know that they still there. So Simply Deep is cool. It's not never a problem. But listen, I got the email. Y'all can reach out. You know, the time is there. As long as I'm alive, the time is there, right? Miss Naya TV with your son, you know, if he got an interview coming up, tell him to reach out to me. I'll be happy to help him walk through the interview process of things they're gonna ask and all that stuff. I'll be happy to do it. And if he got a resume, I'm not saying like I got all the hookups in the world, but if he got a resume and he's trying to get into like, you know, a specific field, if I can help him, I damn sure will. But listen, I'm gonna get this vacuum cleaner upstairs. Anybody who needs me, I got the email. Outside of that, I know there's gonna be somebody who gonna watch this video and tell me kill myself. You don't know what you're talking about. You know, eat a D. You know, all that. That's fine. That's fine. I'll do that. But while I'm doing that, do this. Go find out what I already know.